Hello, my dear little ones. Welcome back to our magical Ramayana story. Kids, now do you remember what happened in the last episode? Yes, Queen Kekai was reminded of the two promises King Dashrath had once given her. Her help, Manthara, whispered poison into her ears, filling her heart with jealousy and fear. Slowly, Queen Kekai began to think of using those two boons and securing her son Bharat's future. But before we move ahead, let me give you the answers to the questions I asked you last time. The question was, who became the wife of Prince Lakshman? Oh yes, that's correct. It was Princess Urmila, the younger sister of Sita, who was adopted by King Janak and Queen Sunena. When Princess Sita was very young, she needed a friend. So that's when King Janak and Queen Sunena adopted a sweet little girl, Urmila. And the second question was, after the wedding, where did all the couples go? Correct! They all returned to Ayodhya, where the whole city celebrated their arrival and joy. Wonderful, my cute ones! You remembered so well. Now let's see what happened when Queen Kekai finally decided to use her two promises. So let's begin our today's episode, the beginning of Vanvas. The night before Ram's coronation, Ayodhya shone like a festival. The streets were decorated with flowers and rangolis. Lamps glowed brightly. People sang, danced, and prepared to welcome their beloved prince as their new king. But inside Queen Kekai's chamber, there was no happiness. She sat on the floor, her jewels cast aside, her face dark with sorrow. When King Dashrath entered her chamber, he was startled. Kekai, my queen, what has happened? Tell me, who has hurt you? You know I would do anything to make you smile. Just tell me who did this to you. Queen Kekai looked up, her voice firm but heavy. She said, Maharaj, do you remember the two boons you once promised me long ago in the battlefield? Tonight, I ask for them. King Dashrath smiled gently. Yes, my dear. Ask. It shall be yours. Even half my kingdom, if you wish to. That is yours. Tell me, what do you desire? But Kekai's next words struck him like a thunder. She said, my first wish is that let my son Bharat be crowned as a king of Ayodhya. And my second wish is that you have to send Ram to the forest for 14 years. Children, imagine King Dashrath's shock. His body trembled. His face turned pale. He cried out, Kekai! What cruel words are these? Ram is my life, my every breath. And without him, how can I even survive a single day? Please, ask for gold, jewels, palaces, anything else, but not this. But Kekai stood firm. Maharaj, your promise is sacred. You gave me your word and now you must keep it. Dashrath fell to the floor, weeping bitterly. Kekai, your boons are harder than death itself. You're tearing my heart apart. When Ram heard of this, he came quietly into his father's chamber. He saw Dashrath lying helpless, his voice broken, and Queen Kekai standing firm beside him, watching his father cry. With folded hands and calm eyes, Ram said, "My father, please do not grieve. Mother Kekai has only asked for what is hers by right. 14 years will pass like a moment. I will go to the forest gladly, for it is my duty to uphold your promise. Please, bless me so that I will fulfill this with honor." Hearing these words, Dashrath cried, "Ram, my child, without you, how will I breathe? My eyes cannot see a world without your smile." But Ram, he bowed low and said softly, "My father, your word is my command. Dharma is greater than the throne." When Ram told Sita, she listened calmly. Then with a gentle smile, she said, "Oh my dear, wherever you go, I will go with you. I will accompany you. Your joys are mine. Your sorrows are mine. If you must live in the forest, then the forest will become my palace too." Ram tried to convince her. "Sita, the forest is full of thorns, wild animals, and hardships. Stay back in Ayodhya, my dear. Live in comfort." But kids, Sita's eyes glowed with love. "Oh no, my dear, nothing can separate me from you. I will walk every step beside you, being your strength." And kids, when Lakshman heard the news, his heart burnt with grief and love. He rushed to Ram and declared, "Bhaiya, I cannot let you go alone. My bow and arrows will guard you and Mata Sita every single day. Please, don't leave me behind." Ram placed his hand on Lakshman's head with affection, and so it was decided. The three of them would go together. But children, do you remember Lakshman's wife, Princess Urmila? When she heard her husband was going, she too came forward bravely. With tears in her eyes, she said, "If Ram Bhaiya is going, if Sita Didi is going, and if you are going too, my dear, then I too must come with you. My place is just next to you. What will I do in this big palace without you?" Lakshman gently took her hand and said, "My dear Urmila, my duty in the forest is to guard Ram Bhaiya and Sita Bhabhi Ma without distraction. If you come, I will worry for your safety too. Please stay back in Ayodhya. Care for our parents. Stand by Bharat Bhaiya and Mandvi. This will be your greatest help to me." Urmila's heart ached, but she understood. She nodded bravely. I will stay back. But my love will walk with you even if I remain here. And children, now let me tell you a beautiful legend told in many Ramayana traditions. It is said that Lakshman prayed to Nidra Devi, that is, the goddess of sleep, asking for a boon. He asked Nidra Devi that he does not want to sleep for the entire 14 years of Vanvas, so that he could guard Ram and Sita day and night. Nidra Devi agreed, but she also said that someone else has to take his share of sleep. And that someone was Urmila. And so it is said that Urmila accepted the silent burden. For 14 long years, she carried Lakshman's sleep upon herself so that he could remain awake, guarding Ram Bhaiya and Sita Didi. This unseen sacrifice, kids, is as noble as any battle. The sacrifice of love, patience, and silence. When Ram, Sita, and Lakshman accepted the Vanvas so calmly, King Dashrath's grief became unbearable. He cried out, "Oh, my fate! Today my own life has become a punishment." His mind went back many years to the day when Prince Dashrath had accidentally shot an arrow that killed Shravan Kumar. He remembered the curse of Shravan's blind parents. It said, just as we suffer from losing our son, you too will have to bear the same pain. The pain of being separated from your son. And now King Dashrath whispered through his tears, that curse has come true. My life will end in grief, separated from my Ram. Kids, do you remember? I had told you the story in the first very episode of our Ramayana series. The first episode, the first story of Shravan Kumar and the curse that his parents had given to King Dashrath. Now kids, let's see what happens ahead when the people of Ayodhya get to know that their beloved Ram is leaving the palace. When Ram, Sita and Lakshman were ready to leave, they walked towards the palace gates. But there the people of Ayodhya had gathered in thousands. Men, women, children, elders, all were crying, "Please do not leave us, Ram. Stay. Ayodhya needs you." Ram folded his hands and tried to comfort them. "My dear people, this is my duty. A son must uphold his father's words. Please bless me and give me the courage so I can leave. Let me go." But the crowd would not move. Finally, Ram, Sita and Lakshman tried to move forward towards the border of the city. But there too, even more people stood, blocking their path. They wept. "Ram, without you, Ayodhya is empty. We cannot let you go." Ram's heart was full of love for them, but he knew he had to obey Dharma. He decided to stay back just till the time Ayodhya is sleeping. He decided to leave quietly at night. And so, when the midnight came and all of the Ayodhya was asleep, Ram, Sita, and Lakshman stepped softly out of the city gates. Under the silver light of the moon, they left their beloved Ayodhya behind, beginning their journey into the forest. And thus began their Vanvas, the Vanvas of Sri Ram and Sita Mata. Kids, there are 3 morals for the story. First is the power of promise. Children, King Dashrath's sorrow teaches us that promises must never be taken lightly. A word once given must be honored, even when it is painful. And so, we have to think twice before giving any promise to anyone. The second moral is the power to obey our parents. Ram too shows that real strength is in keeping truth and duty above comfort and power. He showed us that what following your parents is. The respect and the love that we hold for our parents in our heart must reflect in our actions too. And the third moral, kids, is Urmila's silent support. We also learn from Urmila that how support is not always seen on the front lines. Sometimes true love and courage is silent. It is in waiting, in sacrifice, in patience. Urmila reminds us that even if we cannot walk beside someone, we can still give them the strength through our quiet devotion. So, my dear little ones, always remember, keeping promises builds trust. Following your parents can be your secret power, and silent support can be as powerful as the greatest actions. In the next episode, we will see that what happens when Prince Bharat returns to Ayodhya. When he learns of his mother's actions, what are going to be his next step? Will he accept the throne? And where will Ram, Sita, and Lakshman build their new home among the trees? And this is what our next story is. That is Bharat's heartbreak and the new forest home. And now, my dear little ones, let's close our eyes, fold our hands, and say together with love, Jai Shri Ram.